What's going on, guys? Welcome to Israel's Movie Reviews. This is episode 9, and today we're going to speak about Jason Momoa's Netflix hit, Sweet Girl. This movie, very suspenseful, action, suspense, has a lot of elements that you look for in a typical Jason Momoa film, right? The question is, can Jason Momoa carry an action flick? We all know the answer, right? If you've seen Aquaman, if you've seen Braven, these movies, man, he hits the mark. I sat down and watched this without actually having heard about this movie. I was just on Netflix scrolling down, and prior to getting to watch it, I had to clear my mind. I went in this with no expectations, just trying to have fun with a movie. And I figured a movie with Jason Momoa couldn't be bad at all. So of course I sat down and watched it, and it was adequately entertaining, although somewhat generic with the plot. The storyline was fair enough. I would say that there's a twist to the storyline, and one that I'm not gonna mention here because I will spoil the movie for you. But it definitely was a plot twist. Like I say it all the time. A lot of these movies, you watch them, you get disappointed within the first 10, 15 minutes because the plot is expected. But the twist of the story was good. And the personal interpretation of the film was great on both parts, father and daughter. What drew me to the film was as this thriller opens up, we see Jason Momoa's character. His character's name is Ray Cooper, being confronted by law enforcement officers on top of the Pittsburgh Pirates Stadium. I thought that was cool. And rather than being arrested, he jumps right to the river. The action then jumps back several years, and they basically lead up to that point. I love movies like that start from the end, and eventually you go through the movie and it leads you to that scene that they open up with. And they go back 7 years, and you see Ray and his daughter, played by Isabel Merced. She was in Dora. She was in Instant Family. Really young, great actress. And you see them together with his wife in a hospital. And unfortunately, the wife has cancer. But the doctor tells them that a cheap treatment is about to be released. And not long after that, she dies due to the deal with the patent holder of this medicine. The medicine is no longer affordable. So the drug obviously won't be available to her. And this upsets Jason Momoa's character, as the CEO of the medical company responsible for this appears on a talk show. And Ray calls in and tells him that if his wife dies, he will kill the man. She does die. Sometime later, Ray's contacted by a journalist who says he has evidence of this illegal activity going on. And within some time, he's contacted by a journalist who has evidence of this illegal activity. The journalist is killed. Ray is injured. But then Ray then sets out to try to see if he gets his revenge. And he tries to leave his daughter behind. He really tries, but she ends up going with him. At the meeting, the journalist, after she's killed, Ray and his daughter, they take off. This is a solid enough thriller where the sort of action and excitement you get through this is very up and down. Because like I said before, it does have its generic elements. But while you're watching, you don't feel you need to watch this movie again after watching it, I feel like this is one of those you see one time, you don't have to see it again. The plot isn't original, I've worked in the pharmacy field for a long time, and I understand the concept. I thought it was a really good concept, but they didn't plan it, and they didn't tell the story the way it should have been told. from somebody that just lost a loved one because they couldn't afford the medication. I thought it was a really neat concept, but they didn't flesh it out through. Like I said before, there's a major plot twist, which I won't describe because it's going to ruin it for the first-time viewers. I didn't see it coming. And while it's a bit far-fetched, it wasn't ridiculous. I've seen things in other action films that take you off, like the last Fast and the Furious movie. Spoiler alert: Tyrese and Ludacris end up going to space. That took me out of the franchise. Overall, I wouldn't say that this is much of a watch, but it was fun enough if you like action films. And just don't demand too much realism in this. And if I was to rate this movie out of 5, I'll give it a solid 2.5. But since Jason Momoa's in it, I'll give it a 3 out of 5. So hopefully you enjoyed this review. Go and check out the flick if you care for it. It's on Netflix. And don't forget to subscribe, like the video. Peace. See you on the next one.